So, with all of the chaos of life's demands, do you ever feel like your creativity goes cold in the winter months? In this episode, we unwrap 10 fun ways to turn rest into a creative spark that warms things up. And we share how slowing down fuels the imagination and supercharges your mental capacity for your projects.
Hello, creative soul. Welcome to the Beauty Hunters podcast. Are you feeling stuck? Not having enough time, money, or energy to create? Do you want to make a difference in this world with your creativity, but you feel exhausted by life's responsibilities and void of inspiration? You are not alone.
We are your hosts, Jonathan and Michelle Rose, fellow creative souls who understand the struggle. We once lived a life consumed by the daily grind, leaving us feeling empty and dead inside. And that all changed when we discovered the mindsets and skills that allowed us to stay in creative flow and infuse everyday life with creative passion. We are here with strategies and inspiration to help you fill your daily life with vibrant creativity.
If you are ready to thrive and take your creativity to the next level, then grab your coffee, tune in, and let's create a more beautiful world together. Hello, beautiful creatives. Did you know that we have a Facebook group just for creatives like you? I want to invite you to join the group. It is called Strategies and Inspiration to Help Creatives Thrive. So more than just having a podcast so we can inspire creativity, we also want to help foster community where creatives can connect. We hope as this group grows that we can more and more support one another in getting more creativity, more beauty just out into the world, so we can make the world a more beautiful place, because that's what beauty hunting's all about. We will have a link in the show notes.
Okay, so Jonathan, did you realize that the first day of winter is this week?
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, and so here we are in Tennessee. You have our trailer all snug for the next month as we hunker down. And despite my aversion to the cold, there's actually something pretty enchanting about winter. It beckons me to rest and reflect. And with the dwindling daylight, even my workaholic tendencies feel the gentle pull to unwind. You know, can I say bedtime at 6 p.m., anyone?
Yeah, I don't see how that's any different than any other time of the year.
I go to bed early. So each season requires something unique from all of us. And for a restless creative like myself, embracing the restful winter can be challenging. Asking me to rest is like asking me to jump in the ocean. And for any of you guys out there, I love the ocean, but I can't swim. So that leaves me with just dipping my toes in and going ankle deep. Rest feels inviting, but oh so unfamiliar, especially with all of the unrest going on in the world today. So Jonathan, I know that you have a story that you want to share with our listeners about harnessing the season of rest as a creative.
Yeah, what I've found in my creativity is that just slowing down in time for solitude is one of my muses. It's super important for me to take time to do that, to actually be in touch with my creative side. And when I started Hands on Fire, which is my art business where I make therapeutic drums from old propane tanks, I was neck deep in the daily grind. I had a day job just to pay the bills, and my art was my side hustle, and I was going to fine art shows on the weekends. It started with me planning to take my art full time, and for several years, I had to get off work, get into the garage, make drums. Then the weekends were a mix of art shows and then drum making marathons. I was working hard. Rest was just not a thing.
Yeah, I remember that
season. So
yeah.
I was just in that tension of paying the bills, but also just building my business and just doing the thing that I was so passionate about and couldn't not do. I think one of the most meaningful things in that time, Michelle, was the gift that you gave me. Do you remember that Christmas?
Yeah, I remember it quite well, actually, because it took a lot of thinking and planning for me to set this up for you. But it was really important to me that you knew how much I valued your creativity. It had been a while since I had seen you pull out your kit drums and just have at it and have a jam session. So I decided to clear a corner in our bedroom and make space for the drum sets to sit permanently for the year.
Yeah, I know that was your subtle way of telling me to take a break, to slow down and have some fun. Sometimes it just takes us other people in our lives to help us take care of ourselves.
And kick you in the butt sometimes.
Yeah, we need it. But what I learned through that process is that as a creative, I actually have a responsibility to rest, because it takes that rest and that rejuvenation to keep my creative spark going. And so I have just as much responsibility to rest as I do to just work in and dig deep on those times to make stuff as well. Because if I don't have that creative spark, I don't have anything to offer anymore. Pretty soon, if all you do is just go, 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 go and make, but you don't take any time to rest, you just run out of creativity. You burn that candle up. After learning that lesson the hard way, I now take November and December months just to pause. I'm still making drums, but I'm off the road. I'm not going to shows anymore. I'm slowing way down and taking the time to be at home and surround myself with friends and family, and taking that time just to dream and to recharge. And you know what? From that intentional downtime, I get fresh perspective and a flood of creative ideas that can launch me and propel me into the next year and bring a lot of life and a lot of new ideas and creativity. So today, we just wanted to chat for a few minutes about the power of slowing down and resting, and how you can tap into that magic to supercharge your creativity.
So, if you're anything like us and rest feels unfamiliar, we thought we'd give you 10 ideas to jumpstart ways that you can rest and reflect this winter. Because winter is nature's way of taking a breather, and as creatives, we can harness this time for inspiration and rejuvenation. So our number one, for those of you who sleep in late but wonder what it's like to get up for the sunrise, with the daylight getting started later, here is your chance. So there is nothing like sitting in the silence of that morning dawn.
Number 2 on our list, turn off all the lights and sit in silence and immerse yourself in the calming glow of your Christmas tree for 10 minutes. Let the gentle ambience of the season inspire tranquility.
Yeah, it's always my favorite part of the year when we're done decorating the tree, just turning everything out and watching it.
Yep, as soon as the tree is up and done, I would light the fireplace, pour some eggnog, put on some Christmas music, turn off all the rest of the lights, and just sit and bask in the glow. It was so rejuvenating.
Here's one. If you have snow where you are at, go out and build a snowman. And don't forget to reward yourself with that cup of hot chocolate. Tap into that childlike wonder and joy of creating something whimsical in the winter wonderland.
And if you don't have snow in your area, make yourself an ice cream cone and eat it slowly.
And drink that hot chocolate too.
Number 4, take a walk on a chilly day. Nothing like getting the body moving to jumpstart the brain into creativity. Remember to engage all 5 of your senses and be present in the world around you. Smell the smells. See and hear and touch, and if appropriate, taste. Don't just lick random pine cones. Well, maybe lick random pine cones, but
So this one would be a little hard for us in our travel trailer, but it comes with great benefits. So if you have a home that has a bathtub, give yourself a home spa day. Go relax in a hot bath with a good book. Unwind, soothe those tense muscles, and ensure a restful night's sleep for a refreshed mind.
Number 6, do a digital detox. Turn off the TV, turn off the phone, even if it's just for an evening. If you can do it longer, awesome. If you can swing a whole weekend for a digital detox, even better. But just take some time to do rejuvenating activities without your phone and without a screen present.
Yeah, actually, my favorite Christmas, the power went out and it forced all of us to actually have conversation. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I got to know the people in the room with me. And speaking of that, number 7, call an old friend, share old memories, and even talk about the dreams that you have for your future. Nostalgia can actually be a powerful source of inspiration.
Yeah, and also just being around people who just know you, and there's no expectation, there's no pretense. You don't have to be anybody that you're not. I find it super inspiring when I'm just around old friends and I can just be myself.
Yeah, I just spent time with a friend this week. It was like balm to my soul.
All right, number 8. Embrace the winter season as a cocoon for your creativity. So rather than spiting the days for their shortness and being upset that you just don't have enough daylight to, go work on your lawn or do all this stuff, just embrace it for what it is and take some time to maybe journal your thoughts, go through your dreams for the next year, maybe reminisce about some things you're grateful about from the previous season, and just allow time to just incubate and just cocoon up in your own mind in whatever way you need. Get cozy, get comfortable, light the fireplace, go camping, take a walk, whatever it looks like for you, but just embrace the season for what it is and look at it as a time just to cocoon and just let that creativity just kind of ruminate.
Number 9, take a weekend to reflect on gratitude for the past year. We've had so many things happen this year that haven't been so great, like the wars breaking out in the world and all of that. But I bet you if you just sit down for a minute and think about all the other things that happened this year, you'd have quite a bit of really great things to say. And when you can reflect on those gratitude moments like that, it actually gives you a great opportunity to say goodbye to the past. And then it paves a way for such a beautiful, positive, open future.
That's right. And we're coming up on an election year. I think gratitude is going to be an important muscle to start flexing now.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But this isn't a political podcast.
It's not. But number 10, if possible, find a class or a workshop or a YouTube channel on something that you want to learn and enjoy. Yeah, and as you take the class or as you watch the YouTube videos, just do it without the pressure of performance. There's no expectation that you're going to be good at this or that the outcome's going to be amazing. Just be in the moment and enjoy it just for doing it. So remember, winter is not just a season of dormancy. It's an opportunity for creative renewal and self-care.
Yeah, absolutely. Taking that time for renewal is crucial for your well-being. And remember, you don't even need to tackle everything on this list. Pick something that resonates with you or come up with your own. Your guilty pleasure can be that rejuvenation that you need. I mentioned in the last episode during the winter seasons, my guilty pleasure is watching Hallmark movies. So schedule it on your calendar, even if it means saying no to other things or having to invite someone to join you, but maybe not for that hot bathtub moment. Your rest is invaluable, and investing time in yourself can be a non-monetary thing, but it's an essential cost, as Jonathan mentioned earlier. So you're worth every moment. Don't delay in getting in touch with the part of you that craves expression and connection with your passions, and learn from Jonathan's journey, and don't wait several years before understanding the true value of rest and reconnecting with your creative self during the winter season.
We hope this episode has inspired you to slow down a little bit and take some time to take care of yourself in this winter season.
We just want to thank you for being a part of our community, and may you fully enjoy this winter season and have a happy first day of winter.
Thank you for joining us on the Beauty Hunters podcast. I hope this episode has encouraged you. If so, would you please take 30 seconds and share it with other creatives in your life? And please leave a quick written review on Apple Podcast. Your reviews keep us inspired and help more people discover the podcast. Okay, time for us to hit the road. We're off to our next art show. We'll meet you back on Monday for another episode.
Until our next encounter, always remember that your creativity will make the world a more beautiful place.